So you guys made E3 2018 an absolutely phenomenal fucking experience for me. Of course, me bringing all of the news from Tetsuya Nomura, all of the news from the event itself, and of course doing all of those streams at the same time. You guys absolutely saw the grind and the effort that I was putting in, and a lot of you guys made do on that effort by, of course, liking the videos, sharing the videos, talking with me, coming through to the streams, and all kinds of shit. You guys made E3 2018 for me. For a lot of people, Kingdom Hearts 3 and all of the information we got made E3, but for me, I think it was, of course, this fan base actually getting behind me and stuff, and like, you know, my actual seeing my actual ambition to bring all of the Kingdom Hearts 3 news in a timely manner. Of course, taking up Tetsuya Nomura on that fucking challenge to keep up with all of the news from E3 2018, and we are still not done yet. We still have quite a couple more things that are gonna come from interviews and videos, and then we also have trailer analysis. But of course, as you guys can tell, we're going to be hopping into the first of those trailer analysis today, and I hope you guys enjoy what you hear. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all of the fucking support. I think we went up by like 1,000 subs in the matter of E3 2018, and I just can't thank you guys enough. So let me stay strong with everything that I'm doing and bring you guys this trailer analysis. I hope you all enjoy it. Starting us off at 3 seconds, we are greeted here by a new message, one that is obviously different from what we saw back in 2017, in which we were told about these worlds and our imagination, and, you know, the worlds that we conjure up through our imagination, how we should believe that they're more than just our imagination and dive into them. With this message, we are told that the light is gathering together, hearts guided by one oath and one purpose. So who knows exactly what this means, but if this does actually play into the opening message in which Sora will speak to us personally, the players, like he has in the first 2 numeric entries, then of course I think this is something to keep in mind, as I do believe we are missing some kind of middle quote. But when it comes to this message, we will see this message all throughout the E3 2018 trailers, and I wonder if this message is once again going to change as we reach the end of the year, right before the release, and of course we get more trailers from like TGS, PlayStation Experience, and of course Paris Games Week if we have one this year, and other events. I wonder if we will actually see one more that will actually tie all of these messages together, but who knows. Starting at 4 seconds, we are greeted to an aggressive Sora finna clap our cheeks. Look over to the left, we see a whole new Keyblade. This key is made of ice and designed after Elsa's castle within the film, with Olaf as the keychain, which is a very nice touch. I actually love that a lot. If we look over behind Sora though, we can see that Donald and Goofy in an offensive stance. Though a little later we hear Sora remark, "It's cold," meaning they just got here, showing Sora means business in this journey, definitely, as he sprung into action at the sight of a soldier. So right after they got here, it seems like Sora spotted a soldier and stuff before Donald and Goofy even knew what was going on and actually took him out. As of course he remarks a little later on that he's cold, or potentially there was a battle here, and then of course this is the ending cutscene to said battle. At 8 seconds we are shown the animation of when a Keyblade is dismissed, and if you look at it in slow-mo, you can see something pretty interesting amongst the particle effects, and that's these snowflakes that actually do come off of the Keyblade. I think that was a pretty cool touch, and I definitely wanted to share that with you guys in case you didn't see it. At 20 seconds, Sora acknowledges the sea is freezing over. In the distance we can see the point of origin, a line of lighter blue, which is Elsa. Interestingly, at 23 seconds, Sora's close enough to witness Elsa make her way to land. With the kingdom in the backdrop, seemingly she took a detour in Kingdom Hearts 3, whereas in the film it was a pretty much straight cross across the ocean onto another piece of land. And at 31 seconds, we're shown a recreation of that exact very scene. So it definitely seemed like there are a few subtle changes here within Kingdom Hearts 3 as to be expected. Gosh, all these fucking characters just look absolutely fucking amazing. Niggas, can you actually believe we're going to be fighting Marshmallow? Well, with his introduction and subsequent boss fight, this leads me to believe Sora will meet Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf prior to said battle, or he'll save them from the cliffside as we see Olaf rearranging himself as Sora meets him in said battle. It appears we'll be removing snow from Marshmallow with trees to expose weak spots. This appears to be initiated by Sora and Goofy, and timing will definitely play a factor, I'm sure of it. In the vicinity, we see another tree bent over. Maybe this battle will feature a huge arena that has limited trees to expose Marshmallow's weaknesses before you just have to fight him outright and do the best with what you got. At 48 seconds, we are shown a new dry form. It's green in color and has yet to be officially described. Luckily, I've been doing well enough that I was able to have an amazing discussion with you guys, and after much debate and deliberation, we agreed that this is most likely speed form. If we look at the name, this transformation is called Blizzard Blaze, and much like this animation shows, we see a skate near the title, but the real indicator comes from the Kingdom Hearts game Kingdom Hearts Key, in which we see a similar color scheme for emblems as we see for the dry forms, and green is speed. So definitely it seems like that this could more than likely be speed form, as green already has a basis within another Kingdom Hearts game as being solidified as, of course, the indication of speed. At 53 seconds, we see Goofy curling with Heartless Dragons giving chase to Sora, Donald, and Goofy riding his shield. The only option we see here is to jump, and this is giving me flashbacks of deep jungle after approaching an underpass. Sora and Co find themselves launching off of a cliffside, and dear God, this place is enormous. After that, it appears we see the animation for the jump option, and Goofy chill with the shoulder grabbing. My boy, what the fuck are you doing? Next we see something interesting at 56 seconds. Arrows, whether they're for guidance or a speed boost, is unclear, as we don't see Sora or of course the gang get close enough to them to really indicate to us that they're just, telling us the direction that you're meant to go. But this does seem pretty straightforward, so I'm gonna guess that they provide speed. But it implies this is in fact a mini game, as they launch into another open area that appears to have multiple paths, but still seems narrow. At 58 seconds, we're greeted by Symbol with a new summon called King's Flare. We see the options Fiery Roar and of course Fiery Leap, but maybe this is Mufasa. The presentation that we have here definitely feels close to the Remember Who You Are scene from The Lion King. I cannot be the only person feeling this vibe. As he leaps and obliterates the surrounding area, don't let the flash fool you. Though as it seems like it's a ranged attack, it definitely does have a certain radius, kind of just like the Mega Flare. So if you remember with Mega Flare, we could blow things up, but of course it would, even though it like the whole screen would pretty much flash yellow, everything on the screen wouldn't pretty much, or everything within a certain area pretty much wouldn't be blown away. It would more so just be like in a certain vicinity. If you remember, this worked perfectly if you want to test it out in, of course, Radiant Garden, where you fight the boss with Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. Of course, you can see to where the range is very specific, as if any of the Unverse get out of that specific area, then of course you will still be met with them still being alive once you use Mega Flare. So it definitely does seem like it's kind of appropriated from Mega Flare back then, as it definitely does function the exact same way. Although I do believe that what we see here is in fact the finisher. It just seems too flashy to of course be one of the options that we have regularly. So definitely I can't wait to see what the other options actually are. At 103, we see the boys jump into the raft in Monsters Inc. as we see hydrants shoot water from the tanks at the top to cool the plantation, as we know a fire has been set ablaze by somebody. At 109, we see Sora and Rapunzel team up to cross a gap, and I don't understand why he would need Rapunzel, because isn't he going to have flow motion at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3? Yes, it doesn't function the same way, but why would he need Rapunzel? At 113, we jump back to Monsters Inc. as Sora uses a dodge roll, then a reaction command to slide under something on an assembly line as he shoots what can only be perceived as a bomb. So we know about the fiery area, so I think that these are actually what are causing it, as of course we can see at the end of the assembly line that there does seem to be some area that leads to outside, so potentially there could be bombs that is causing the fire that we saw. At 118, we are shown the Gummi ship after 5 motherfucking years, and it looks so amazing. So Nomura confirmed this scene is just proof of concept and Gummi ship missions exist. But if you couldn't tell, the big thing next to Sora are the Heartless ships. How do we know? The Nobodies have a more wacky spaceship design and are more aggressive and agile, while the Heartless have always had these big body ships. And if we look at the worm's tail, we see an emblem Heartless emblem. The gang appears to be heading to Arendelle, which is the name of the frozen world. And before the final scene ends, we see the ship summon 2 rockets, then seemingly move into position to fire the rocket on its left side, as we can see what appears to be fuel and of course flames start to come off the back of it, like as if it's at any point it's just going to shoot right into the worm. At 158, we jump back to Monsters Inc. and see Sora and the gang are heading into the factory, where we see Unverse wreaking havoc, still being guided by this CDA helicopter. At 204, finally we see the Kingdom of Corona. Oh my god, it's been literally 3 fucking years, and we're just now seeing this. At 221, whoa, Larxene is back, and talking shit and being bitchy, cause, you know, she got no titties. But no, seriously, Larxene was spoken about by Tetsuya Nomura, and he stated that Marshmallow will lend us his strength while we make our way through what is essentially known as Larxene's labyrinth of deceit, I guess. At 232, we see Riku holding his shoulder, which means either he saved Mickey from some kind of attack that he didn't see coming, or he just had his ass kicked, and I guess you could say that's the question. At 234, we see Mickey's new key, but is it really new? Again, me in the stream broke it down and agreed this is most likely Star Seeker with the Kingdom Key D keychain, as we see the same golden keychain with the Mickey emblem. So this has kind of started the question, does Keyblade fusions actually exist? At 244, we can see Mickey in a modified dark corridor with a red center, and this has brought up so many questions to me personally, because did Mickey try to run over to go save Riku, and then of course Aqua opened this corridor and pretty much trapped him like this, or did Aqua essentially come through and act like she was, you know, working with them for a while, and then as Mickey was going through the corridor first, she potentially trapped him and then struck Riku? I definitely see either one of those two as a potential possibility. At 246, what the fuck? So this is the biggest question on everyone's mind. What the hell happened here? Well, I have another video that may help you out, but if you'd rather not click off of this video, then here's the gist of it. Aqua has been in the realm of darkness for a very long time, and that may be what caused this effect. Looking more into it, we see her silhouetted out, something we've never seen for characters, even ones that are completely or almost 100% darkness. Now, if you remember when Ansem was masquerading as Diz, he had dark skin. Well, if you remember, Diz used darkness to change his pigment. Aqua has actual black skin, like actual black. The color black. Aqua actually has black skin on her arms, like she's diseased or some shit. It's specifically emphasized too, so definitely those details aren't there by accident. It seems like they're specifically there. Lastly, if I slow the reveal down for you, it appears as if Aqua's clothes are being crafted by the darkness. I swear she's naked, bro. I swear to God she's naked before this. Another effect we've never seen though, and that's one of the biggest questions within the Kingdom Hearts community. Whether or not is this some kind of heartless, some kind of illusion from the realm of darkness, or is Aqua Norded, or is Aqua just falling to the darkness? There's definitely 4 big questions in the community right now, with of course the one that Aqua is just being affected by the realm of darkness having a lot more validity, as Tetsuya Nomura would go on to state that he was surprised that we were all shocked by the fact that Aqua had fallen into the darkness, apparently after what we saw in 0.2, in which she falls back into the darkness. But of course, for years we've pretty much had the scene in which she meets Ansem the Wise that led us to believe that she had regained hope, so who the fuck knows. But then of course that also moves us into the Heartless potential possibility, which is still a possibility because of course we know that the realm of darkness is the home of the Heartless. If there's a special kind of Heartless there with the potential to of course mimic, definitely that's a possibility. And then of course there's also of course the possibility that she's Norded, which is another one of the high-end possibilities. And then of course the final one, which is that I forgot. Fuck it. Let's move on. Anyways, but that's pretty much going to bring the analysis to a close. When it comes to miscellaneous things, in the Japanese version of the trailer, you kind of get to see the same bat from 0.2, and it will be making its return within Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if we saw this previously, but it does make its return in Kingdom Hearts 3 in the Frozen reveal trailer in the Japanese version. So if you were interested in that enemy, or if you like that enemy, it will be making a return. Who's to say what will happen with, of course, the little fucking echidnas in the damn realm of darkness as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this analysis. I know it's a little bit different from my other analysis, but you have to understand that there weren't a lot of gameplay scenes. Of course, we didn't really get to see a lot of Sora and the gang running around or anything like that like we've seen with previous trailers. But I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis nonetheless. This has been your boy Amaziah. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming and everything you do. Don't forget to keep it A-class. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Links in the description and pinned comment. Don't forget to leave your comments on the analysis or anything that you've seen within the analysis. And potentially a video could be made of it so that way I can inform everyone. But thank you guys once again. This has been your boy Amaziah, and peace the heck